Hi, everyone. There's plenty of spaces up front. I don't bite, I promise. Please, come over. Hello, my name is Panni Morshedi. I am the Managing Director of Funding Circle International, which today we define as Germany, Netherlands. This week it's Canada, and hopefully soon the world. So why am I here? I think I need the clicker, by the way. Yep. There we go. Why am I here, and why does Funding Circle exist? Well, fundamentally, we believe that SME financing is broken. 10 years after the financial crisis, we still struggle to provide financing for small businesses. Small businesses still feel that they're disadvantaged, and small business lending is a very small proportion of banks' balance sheets. Everywhere we are, the Netherlands, Germany, the US, and the UK, all our small businesses continue to say that they cannot access lending when they need it. And that's surprising, right? Because SMEs are the lifeblood of the economy. They are the most important parts of the economy. They contribute 50 to 60% of the GDP in most of the countries that we're in. They're the #1 employer. Now, usually when I do this spiel and I do this presentation, in Germany, people stop me. And they say, no, that's not the case, not in Germany, no. And actually, when we looked into going into Germany, people said to us, don't go into Germany. It's overbanked. SMEs are fine. And then when we did our due diligence, we realized they were right. It is overbanked, but it's overbanked for the medium and large businesses, the small businesses, the micro businesses. These are guys who need 60K. That's it. The banks aren't interested in that. These are guys who have, 9 employees, if that. They still struggle for financing. And that's really related to the German landscape. On one side, you've got the big commercial banks, Deutsche Bank, Commerzbank. They're not really interested in lending to small businesses, and let's be clear, they've got other things to worry about. On the other side, you've got these thousands of local banks, and they should be investing and lending to small businesses, but they've got antiquated systems, long processes, collateral requirements. So these small businesses, these micro businesses really fall right in the middle. And so we have borrowers that come to us and they say, I got my Funding Circle loan before I even got a call back from my bank. And this is a bank that I've been working with for a long time. And the data supports that. So if we look at the ECD data, what we see is that the most pressing concern for small businesses is getting access to finance. And then when they do go for financing, what they're worried about is fair pricing, collateral requirements. A lot of these guys are asset light, even getting financing and all the paperwork that's related to it. So what happens is that only 39% of these small businesses even think about going to the bank to get financing. And they're stuck, and they can't grow. So obviously, enter Funding Circle. That's why we're here. We want to fix this problem. We are the largest online small business lender in the world. We have done $8 billion in lending. But what's more important, and what we're so much more proud of, is the impact that our loans have had on the economy. We've partnered with Oxford Economics, an external source, and we've measured that impact. And we've seen that globally, we have contributed $6 billion to the global GDP in the markets that we're in. And even better, and the thing that I wake up for in the morning every day, is that we have unlocked 115,000 jobs in all the markets. And I feel like that's pretty impressive. So how do we do this? We have a platform model. And I think we talked about this in the last presentation. We are part of a trend, a broader trend, where people are actually now focusing on SMEs. There are platforms out there that are helping SMEs be more efficient to exist. Shopify, Square, Stripe, we're helping SMEs process payments in a more efficient manner. So what we do is we connect borrowers to lenders. We attract those borrowers, we get them on our platform, we process them, we credit assess them, and we service them. On the other side, we attract lenders, institutional lenders and retail investors, people like you and me. So what this results in is a fundamentally better experience for our borrowers. Borrowers can apply online in 10 minutes. They generally get a risk decision, a credit decision in 24 hours. And if you've ever worked with a small business, you know that timing is so important. When they come to you, they need that money. They need to expand, they need to survive. And knowing that they have that money locked in is really important to their survival. Now, again, we do this because we are relentlessly focused on looking at small businesses and what they need. We have technology, we have proprietary algorithms, we've got data models, and all these are trained on one thing and one product, providing small businesses with a loan. We talked about investors. We've got a diversified investor base. On one side, we've got retail investors, again, you and me in most countries except for the US. Any one of us can go on the platform and start investing right now. Then we've got a myriad of institutional investors. So we're talking about banks, insurance companies, asset management companies, let me see if I can say this word, supranationals, and government-backed banks. These guys are lending through us rather than lending directly. And then what's funny is that a lot of people, when we talk to them about our borrowers, because we're a tech company, they imagine these young, hip borrowers, who are relatively young, and they have young businesses, and they've been around for 2 years. And that's not the case. In every market we exist in, our borrowers have a very similar profile. Their average age is above 40. They've been around between 10 to 16 years. In Germany, it's even higher, it's 16 on the other side. And they're your local butcher. They're the local guy that when they get more money, they invest in your local community. And that is the same everywhere we go. And what's great about that is that our core USPs of simplicity and convenience really resonate with them. That's what they're looking for, because they're so busy trying to run a business, they don't have time to get all the paperwork ready, to understand complicated systems, to understand, wait, this is your interest rate, but then you're going to have this fee, you can't repay, right? They just want simplicity. I think we talked about this, and I've mentioned it, so I'll just kind of go a little bit so you guys can get to lunch. But, so as I said, we've done a study in terms of the impact that we've had on the local economies. We talked about the global impact. In Germany, we've measured that we have contributed 200 million to Germany in terms of the GDP, and we've unlocked 3,000 jobs. Again, the impact of a funding circle loan that goes into the local economy is really, really powerful. And again, that is why we exist. That is why we come to work every day, because we know what the impact that it can have. I guess finally on this, I'd like to say that we know we can't do this alone. We need everyone, especially regulators and government. In every market we've been in, we really work together with regulators and government, both in terms of the local level, country level, European level. I think I've chased many of you over the last 2 days trying to talk to you about what we're doing, and we really want to help small businesses. So we want to be in every conversation and try to do as much as we can to really focus on that. So anyway, that's it. I thought I'd open it up to questions.
That's a fantastic idea.
You want to take
You
them?
are the first.
Okay.
You are the first. And indeed, we have 5 minutes. If you want to make use of it, be quick. 5 minutes, just go like that. Raise your hand. We have a microphone somewhere in the room. Okay, the microphone is there. You're all floored by this fantastic business concept, aren't you? Anybody who wants to invest straight away? Anybody who wants to talk to Panni, on a one-on-one basis during lunch?
After, okay, fine, yes. I'll be right around here.
Okay, then that's what we do. But Panni, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the offer and this great presentation.